This is a video on the NIMIGO Bluetooth headset. This headset I picked up on Amazon for £20 from Amazon, and it is a similar Bluetooth headset or stroke earpiece as the Empower one, which I'll leave a link up here. Before I open the box, let's go around the box to show you what you get. Sorry about the sticker on the front. I bought this off Amazon, as you know, and they decided to stick their barcode on the front of the box. But anyway, it's just a picture of the unit itself with the earpiece on there. As you can see, there's nothing on that side. A faint picture of the unit in the case on that side. Underneath, we've got a microphone to show that it's it's got the microphone, HD quality hearing sound that you get from it. It can be linked to 2 devices, and it is IPX7 certified. I'll try and get that in frame. That's it on that side. And on the top here, it's got a CSR chip. The battery life, ever so long battery life. I'm not quite sure what that one is, and that one as well. I am not quite sure what these symbols are, so I'm very sorry about that. If you know what they are, please leave them down in the description. If you know what these 2 symbols really mean, leave that in the description. I guess that's probably meant a battery in the case than anything else. You have a nice cloth tab here to open up the box. And in the box, put that in focus, that's it. In the box, we have a picture of the unit in an ear, and what you get is the unit earpiece here, the case and battery charging case here. I'll take them out. Nice foam surround insulation in there to protect it. Then we lift that up and we got another piece of card here, and under there we have the charging cable, which is, I'll bring that closer, which is a micro USB to USB cable to charge. And we have the instruction booklet, and that's what you get inside the box. So I'll put them up, because them are just basic what we know. And now we have the unit and the charger case. Now we'll look at the case first. The case is a long oblong case, and it's made out of metal with chamfered edges, top and bottom. We have the connection here for the micro USB to go in there. USBs to go in there, sorry, to go in there. Some wording on the top, which I can't, I'll try and zoom in to try and get that, but there's some wording on the top there. It's difficult to focus in for it, but there's some wording on the top here, which is basically saying mini Bluetooth headset designed by NIMIGO, and the model number and the output and the input and made in China. So that's what's written there. I'll try and zoom in onto that. Okay, I've zoomed in onto that so you can see it. You can see all that. And then you have 4 little holes there, and them holes are the corresponding LEDs. Going from your left to the right, the first hole is 25%, the second one is 50%, the third one is 75%, and the last one on the right hand side is 100%. Top, when you are charging the unit, when you need to charge the unit, and also when you place the earpiece into the case, it'll give you an indication on there how much charge is left in the actual earpiece. Now the top comes off like that, and it snaps back on with a snap. Now in the top, I can just about get it onto the camera, which is a little bit difficult. There's some foam lining in the top, in the lid, to protect the earpiece when it goes in. So some foam lining inside. This is the section where the earpiece would sit in. This is the section where the earpiece fits in, and as you can see, there's 2 prongs to charge it. And on the earpiece here are the receivers for the prongs there to charge the unit. You get, which I haven't shown, but you do get a selection of, that's the charging case, but you do get a selection of tips. This is the medium sized tip. You get a smaller one and a large one. Inside, the speaker is coated in a soft mesh to protect it, and it has a kind of slight rubbery body on the inside to grip to your ear, and on the outside it is plastic with a gold rim. And this button here is to power it on, and also your connection button, and also to answer calls and reject calls. So I'll put this back in the unit to show you. Now when you put it into the unit, this might have a full charge, so it won't show. Oh, there it is. It will charge like so. It is magnetized into the unit itself, so it doesn't fall out, as you can see. And on the back here, as you can see, and I'll show you, there's the lighting status. That's the lighting status. So it's got all 4 lights on, so it is 100% charged. Now this particular earpiece has spoken instructions to pair it. So when you first get the unit, the earpiece, you switch it on, and it will go through a pairing instruction for you how to pair it. It can pair to 2 devices at the same time, so there's no problem with that. Also 2 devices at the same time. Also, this has a unique feature. It actually reads, when you get calls, it will actually read out the number and also the name. So if you've given a name to your contacts, it will read the contact's name out and then the number. And I know some Bluetooth earpieces don't even do that. It will do both. The only thing I find with this, and it happens sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, it will give an independent ring than your phone. So it doesn't play like with the MPOW, will play if you've given a tune to a contact, it will play the tune within inside the ear unit and the earpiece. Well, this particular device, it will allow the phone to ring with that tune, but it gives a separate, entirely built-in tune ring on the earpiece. So your phone will play the tune, but this will play a different ring, its own ring, and then read out the contact if it's saved in your phone, or if it's just a number coming through, it will just read out the number. So that's what this does. Now I'll go through, as I says, this is I'll go through just the basics of what it is, the basics. This is a Bluetooth unit, which is 4.1 Bluetooth. There's a transmitter distance of 10 meters, a call time of between 4 to 6 hours, a talk time of 6 hours, a standby time of 8 days. So it has a standby time of 8 days. And when I mean standby time, the earpiece has a standby time of 8 days. The earpiece. It has what they call their quick charging of 30 minutes. Charge time will give you at least 4 to 6 hours of standby time. The battery capacity of this case is 350 milliamps. So there's a 350 milliamp battery in here. This is a 40 milligram battery in this unit here, so in the earpiece itself. It is waterproof, so you can wear this in a downpour, no problem. You can sweat with this, no problem, but it's not waterproof to be dipped into water, so you cannot exactly go into a pool or a shower with this unit at all. And you cannot go into a shower with this unit at all. So it is not waterproof in the way of you can go into a shower with it, but it is sufficiently waterproof to take a downpour of rain if you're caught out in there, or sweat, and that's no problem. Sound quality, right. Obviously this doesn't tell you about it. Now, sound qualities about this is very, very good. It is very clear considering what it is. It is almost as clear. Oh, just to flip that. It's almost as clear as these iPods. If you was to rank them, I'd say the iPod would be up here, and this is a close second to it. So the call quality on this is quite good. Considering it's only one earpiece, so it is very, very good. And calls receive the call quality from the person who is on the other line is very good as well. It's very good as well. It doesn't sound echoey whatsoever. It seems to pick up your voice really good. As for playing music, it has a slightly bigger driver in there than the MPOW one that I reviewed. So when it comes to music, there is a little bit of bass to it, more than the MPOW. As I said, there's more. These are geared for more of a mid-range and treble, so there is some bass to it, not much, but there's more of a mid-range and treble to it. But for podcasts, you're listening to podcasts or audible recordings and whatever, they're great, absolutely great. This unit is. Now I'll show you the size compared to an Apple AirPod. and that's the size comparison to an Apple AirPod. As you can see, it is a little bit thicker than an Apple AirPod, just a bit longer than an Apple AirPod, and definitely wider than an Apple AirPod. So you can see the comparison. Now you can fit this unit in either ear. It's suited for either ear, left or right. What I'm about to do is show you some pictures of this in my ear. Now I have a small to medium size ear, so I'll show you how it looks in my ear. As you can see with the two pictures, the first picture was a side picture, side view of the headset in my ear, and it was in my right ear, and you can see how it looks within my ear. And bear it in mind, I have small to medium ears, so that's how it looks in my ear. The second picture was a head-on picture, which basically is to point out to you how far these stick out. And as you can see in that picture, which was a full face front-on picture, they don't stick out much at all. If anything, they're perfectly flat with inside the ear. So this is not a bad Bluetooth earpiece for placing in your ear, because it doesn't stick out that far. Even though it looks quite bulbous, it doesn't stick out that far from your ear once they're in. Just before I go, I don't think I showed you the back of the box. So this is what's written on the back of the box, and as you can see here, it just explains what I've just said. So if I hold it here for a couple of seconds so you can have a good read, I'll try and get it more focused. As you can see, and then it shows a diagram at the bottom of the box here. And that's what it looks like. So I'd say this is a very good, I'll leave it that way around. I'd say that this is a very good earpiece for those who require a Bluetooth earpiece, and instead of them over the ear hooked earpieces, this is quite a good buy. And as I said, this is one that I currently use at the moment, especially for its good core quality, which is almost as good as the Apple AirPods. So that's why I use this unit. So anyway, that is my video and quick review of the I'm focusing on it because I absolutely can't say, the NIMIGO mini Bluetooth headset. Please do me a favor, please like, please subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section if you would. Thanks for watching.